Oh boy, it's going to be a cold one, and we've already started to see flurries. We're bound to see more snow and school closings, of course, as winter keeps coming.
Yeah, but how can we be better prepared? 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith is live in Novi with more on what families need to know as the cold settles in.
Yeah, and absolutely, parents need to have a plan B when it comes to snow days. Can they stay with a family friend? Do you have to go to daycare? Can they stay home if they're old enough? There are questions that you really have to start asking yourself if you haven't game planned. I think year to year, those things change. So let's make sure that we're all ready for these snow days, as we can see the snow actually falling right now. The reality is, schools will not know until the early morning hours. I've actually been talking with Novi school districts about how they plan. Really 3 or 4 o'clock is when they're on that last minute game plan, trying to make some of those make or break decisions on this. So think of it this way. Local school districts have a twofold safety concern here. Your kids getting to and from school without harm, and them being safe inside the school itself. And keep in mind, if staff can't make it in, well, there's concern for kids there without the teachers, right? And now all staff don't necessarily live in that district. Some are driving a great distance. So getting the staff to the school is very important. Timing can change, but typically the call to watch the snow reports start overnight. It is monitored, though, at various stages. Like I said, a superintendent call goes out around 3 or 4 in the morning for people across Oakland County in this particular area that we're in Novi. And really, there is a lot of hard calls here. Schools are really only allotted 5 snow days by the state. They can go over, but that may mean extra school days at the tail end of the year, and nobody likes that. And keep in mind, some days it's not just the snow. Winter causes other issues, too.
We fortunately live in a community where most of our families have coats and jackets and boots, and students aren't going to be waiting outside inordinate amount of time. But still, there are days when even being outside for 5 or 10 minutes can put students at risk. And so, it's not just the snow that we have to worry about, it's also the cold that we have to worry about in the winter.
Obviously, this isn't exact science. It is a science when it comes to forecasting the snow, but you can't forecast how it's going to be plowed, how roads are going to react, how drivers are going to react. So there's a lot of things that are up in the air, and that's why we always make sure that we run those school closings at the bottom of our screen, and of course over at WXYZ.com. We'll update you a little bit later on the day on our website about how they actually come across these decisions and what it means for you. Obviously, game plan, game plan, game plan. Make sure you know where your kids are going to be when those snow days come, because as you see in front of us right now, the snow starting to fall. It is inevitable. Snow is finally here in the Metro Detroit area. We're live in Novi this morning. Matthew Smith, 7 Action News.
You know, I think some kid just jolted up out of bed and said, "Did someone mention snow day?"
Snow day?
Did someone say snow day?
Isn't it perfect? The parents are groaning because of what I'm talking about. The kids are like, yes, here we go, snow days.
That's exactly how it goes. All right, thanks a lot, Matt.